Hi, I'm Sarah.
Tell me what's going on with the robotics team. Give me all the info.
All right, so I'm going to give you kind of a heads up, and then I'm going to kind of let the girls, if you could ask them questions, help them. This is, for all of them, one of their first opportunities to be on, and then I do have two of our high schoolers here to kind of help them back them up if they needed to be. But we have the ASTRO Leatherbacks, and they are a SLL Challenge team, so that's First Lego League Challenge. First Lego League Challenge is for 4th through 8th graders, and the Leatherbacks have 7 girls on their team, ranging from all girls, and so that's pretty exciting that we have an all-girl team. They go all the way that whole range, 4th through 8th grade. They've had quite a year, and it would probably be better for them to tell you about their year and kind of go from there.
Before we get the kids on, and I'm looking forward to talking to them, that's always the fun part of this. You've got an upcoming competition. What's that all about?
So we have 2 teams that qualified for the World Championship in Houston. Our FTC Astro Vikings, which is our high school team, they have won the Inspire Award at the state championship, and they are going to represent the state for FTC at World. And then we have the Leatherbacks. They won the champion award at the FLL state competition, and so they are also going to World, and they will be representing the state there. Yay!
I like that yay I heard in the background. All right, Coach.
Yeah. That was me. Hi.
I like it.
We have one more coach here. It wouldn't be fair to exclude our other coach. Miss Faye is also here. Hi there.
Hi.
So, yeah, I also work with this elementary Leatherback team. I work with Dr. Sarah.
And do you enjoy working with these kids and trying to create these robotics?
Yeah, they're all amazing. They're really into this robotics. They invested time and effort. They sacrificed a lot for them to be the best in the state. I learned a lot from them as well.
You know, that's always been a thing I've learned as I've gotten older, and that is there is something refreshing from learning from those you're supposed to be teaching. It comes around full circle, and it's a beautiful thing. I like that.
Right.
All right. Well, let's talk to some of the kids. Who am I going to talk to first?
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Charlotte Kellum.
All right, Charlotte. So tell me, what is your job on the team? What do you do?
I'm the little cheerleader. I'm with 2 other kids, Amia and Reagan, and while other guys the other people on the team are doing all the robotics, me, Reagan, and Amia are on the side cheering us on, doing little cheers and dances.
So have you ever encouraged any of your people you're cheering to build an evil robot that could take over the world?
No, why would I ever do that?
Well, because you'd be in a good position.
The only robot that I want is one that can make me popcorn automatically whenever I'm feeling hungry for popcorn.
That's actually a good idea. That's a really good idea. All right, Charlotte, who am I going to talk to next?
Amia?
Amia, how long have you been working with robotics?
For about 3 years.
3 years. Have you ever installed like a laser weapon on a robot with the intention to melt a car or something?
No.
Well, that's not fun. Now, what is the most fun part of being in robotics for you? What do you like the best?
I like working together and figuring problems out.
What are some of the biggest problems you guys have figured out together?
Some of the biggest problems we figured out was the attachments on the robot.
Give me an example.
We wanted to make a car wash, but we realized that if we pull the pieces that go in the car wash, it won't come out.
So what was the fix?
We removed the car wash and we built a new attachment for it.
There you go. So you've been doing this for 3 years. Are you hoping to go into robotics when you get out of school?
Yes.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Who am I going to talk to next?
It's Eloise.
Oh, Eloise. I'm sorry. What is your role in the robotics team?
I'll usually do like mission 1s or mission 2s or mission 3s.
And let's say, just for example, that you're talking to a loudmouth behind a microphone that has no idea what mission 1, 2, or 3 are. How would you describe them?
Like complicated sometimes, easy.
What does mission 1 do?
We usually collect the corals. We'll make a little basket, like a U-shaped kind of.
Okay.
We'll program the robot to go forward and collect all the coral, and we'll bring it back. And then after that, version 2, we'll put the 2 corals, if it makes it back to the island, we'll put it as near as we can to the border, and we'll get our robot to push it forwardly into the ocean.
Cool.
Yeah.
How long have you been working with robotics?
I feel like 2 or 3 years. I'm not sure.
2 or 3 years, you're not sure. Okay. And what do you hope to do with this robotics knowledge that you're gaining?
I just really hope that we keep getting on, that we keep going on to different, we keep going to state, we go to worlds. I just want to keep it going on a streak.
There you go. I like it. Who am I going to talk to next?
Liam,
What is your part in the robotics team?
my part is cheering for the team and also helping build the robot.
What have you done as far as building? What are some of your most proud accomplishments?
I've also done coding, which I haven't done before, and I finally learned how to. It's really exciting to learn something new.
What is the coolest thing that the team has done with a robot so far, in your opinion?
I'm not really sure.
So, of all the things you've been a part of, nothing has impressed you? That can't be.
The mission we did, which is raise a mass, we really had trouble with it until we actually did it. And
You know, whenever there's a problem and it takes extra work to solve it, it always feels more rewarding, doesn't it? When you finally get it together. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Is there anyone else I need to talk to?
We are actually missing 3 of our team members tonight. One's at a track meet, one had something else come up, and I'm not really sure where the third one is. There are a couple others that are just not here this evening.
Is there any chance that the missing member is building a robot to take over the world?
Probably not.
Okay. I got to ask.
Well, and so we keep talking about robots, and robots are super cool. But that is only one aspect of what the kids have to do to become the state champions. And so for first, there is a set of core values. It's things like discovery, where what we discover is more important than what we win. We have fun. We work together as a team. We include all of our members of our team. We have impact in our communities. And I'm forgetting one. Discovery, fun, teamwork, impact, inclusion. And there's a 6th one, and nobody is coming up with it, but there's another one.
How about a giant laser? We can just sub that one in.
Well, and I think what's really important is that with this program, it's more than just building a robot. We're trying to build great human beings. And so with those core values, it really helps build these kids into the kind of adults that we want to be someday. They're really hardworking, and a lot of your questions we're trying to pull out that they are overcoming the problems that they have come up with. And so you have caught the 4 probably quietest on the team today. Not Charlotte. Charlotte's not quiet. No, you're absolutely right. Innovation.
Oh, hey, there's a good one, yes.
Yes, that's the last one. And then they also have to solve a real-world problem with an innovative solution. And so every year there is a theme that is given. This year's theme is called Submerge. And so all of the robot missions are associated with water. And so you heard them talk about corals or sea animals and raising the mast, and all of those things have to do with water. But they also chose a real-world problem, coral bleaching, and they did a bunch of research, and they talked to experts. They learned all about pH from a local chemistry teacher. One of them went out to the desalination facility and learned a lot about how we desalinate our water. And then they ran experiments to figure out how to solve the problem of coral bleaching. And they came up with a really pretty cool idea of reintroducing algae back into the water that the corals need, because that bleaching is when they don't have the algae that they eat. And they don't have that because the water temperature increases just 1 or 2 degrees, and that kills that algae. And so they have been working on how to bring the temperature down, how to bring the carbon dioxide out of the water by introducing these back into the water. And they've just done a lot of really cool science stuff to learn about that. It's more than a really cool robot. They're doing a lot.
More than a robot.
Right. It sounds like a lot of in-depth science and research, studying. A lot of aha moments, it sounds like. This is really exciting.
Yeah.
So what is next on the agenda? I mean, now we know what you guys are doing. What is going to be, what's coming up for the remainder of the year?
Well, so like we already talked about, we've got this big competition that we're going to. We've got to get to Worlds. And in order for us to get our 2 teams to Worlds, we need to raise about $55,000. And then we have a 3rd team that is on a wait list for a competition in June. And so we are raising money right now. We are raising all kinds of money. So we have a pancake breakfast at Alamogordo High School this Saturday morning from 8 to 10, where people can come and buy pancakes for $10. They get 2 pancakes, 2 sausage links, and either orange juice or coffee. We can have that to go as well. We've got Pizza 9 coming up, where Pizza 9 has agreed to give us 50% of their sales if people mention that they're there for our fundraiser. And that is going to be on Tuesday, March 25th, so next week. We have a 5K planned at Alamogordo High School track on the morning of Saturday, March 29th, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're currently selling Krispy Kreme donuts. We're currently doing a calendar fundraiser. We're planning a Filipino dinner coming up the first week of April. We've just got all kinds of things that we're trying to raise money. And then, of course, we do have where people can directly donate to us as well through a Stripe account.
How does someone get some information about how they can help and where they get all the information about all these fundraisers and so forth?
So my best recommendation would be to send people to the Astro Vikings Facebook page, which they can just look up Astro Vikings on Facebook, and it's got a lot of the information there. You can also look on Instagram for the Astro Vikings, and the information should be on that page as well.
All right, Coach Sarah, before I let you go, is there anything else you want to share with us?
Charlotte's right here. Charlotte's got a thing.
So I want to give a big old shout out to our amazing mentors. 2 of these guys over here, Jody and Kaz, are both on the Astro Viking team. And so I would like to give a big old shout out to them, especially the Astro Vikings, because they are amazing, and I love these guys.
I like it.
Yeah, and if you need any more information about the Astro Vikings, we can talk all day about them, too. We've got quite a bit of information on them that again, is out on Facebook, but they do a lot of community outreach. It's a 7-member team, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, and they have over 950 volunteer hours in our community and state. And they're running these programs, and like Charlotte was saying, they're mentoring these kids and getting these kids to really love what they're doing and helping them to push themselves as far as they can go.